With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Prescott on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A first down throw for Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 22, Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, it's a question that's been asked over and over and over, but CD, I'll pose it to you anyway. What do you have to do defensively to stop Tom Brady?
It's one of the great questions in the NFL, and there are a ton of defensive coaches who are retired at this point because they tried to stop Tom Brady and couldn't get it done. You've got to have excellent defenders, guys who can stick to their men like glue, because he's so good at finding those open receivers and then putting the ball into tight windows and completing passes downfield. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On second down, here's Fournette. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Throwing is Brady on third down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And there's a familiar sight. Rob Gronkowski making a catch for a first down. And remember, Gronk said he was done in 2019, was out of football after retiring from the Patriots. But Brady asked if he'd run it back with him in Tampa, and he answered the call. Gronk earned his 4th ring with the win in Super Bowl 55, a game in which he scored 2 touchdowns.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down, back to Fournette. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 18-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they couldn't gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Here's Brady. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Randy Gregory gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And Suckup will put this one right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And able to get this out to the 25. about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Buccaneers 3. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And Scotty Miller, nicknamed the Scooter by Tom Brady. Small in stature, a late-round pick, but he has an excellent knack for getting open and a lot faster than what people know. He's hoping to become the next Julian Edelman for TB12.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Mike, 55. Check.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Brady. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. And he's able to find Miller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
I'm here all day.
Following the interception, here's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
By anyone's measure, CeeDee Lamb had an excellent rookie campaign with 74 catches and 935 yards. He's poised for an even bigger season this year.
Seemed like Dak certainly made the right read there to hand it off to Zeke.
When you have those two in the backfield, Dak Prescott at quarterback, Ezekiel Elliott at running back, you've got a synergistic relationship that puts a lot of defenses in a lot of stress.
I got to tell you, I've never heard synergistic before, but I guess that works, right?
It does on this game.
On 2nd and inches, Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. To throw is Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now Elliott. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Buccaneers 3.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he's got his receiver, Cooper. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Kill! 47!
Prescott looks to throw on first. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 34. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Micah Parsons brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the X. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jabril Cox in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I got him. Mark 38. Mark 38. Rip left.
Now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the rookie Calvin Joseph. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be...
Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Buccaneers 3. Rick Zerline to kick off 4th down.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. 52 yards. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. It's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's got some space here. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play here for Dallas.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now Pollard. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Now Pollard. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Prescott from the gun. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 41, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really... been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. The 20, 10, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play here for Dallas.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Left side to Lamb.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Brady. On the screen, Bernard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Brady airing this one out for Evans. It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Brady again. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Fournette.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
He's got daylight.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Mike Edwards picks it off.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That is incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 11. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Prescott on 1st down.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Prescott.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And a quick throw here. That's complete. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year.